Oh, what's up, everybody?
That is
what's
me.
Up,
What's up, guys? That's awkward.
No, man. It's good. It's good to have you here,
Week
Hagen, with us again.
Number
Yeah, good
two
to be here.
gets off to a amazing start.
Hey, man.
I like the surprise effect. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Never know.
Hey,
what
man, you know, y'all have had,
never-
what, 40 shows? It's good to have me as a intro
Absolutely.
person. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
there
opening
we go.
shot.
There we go.
That's absolutely. Yeah,
Switch it
for
up a
real.
little bit.
That's
Gotta
it.
switch it
That's
up.
That's
Well, we
it.
do welcome you to Brad and James, the live, fun, interactive conversation
About almost anything.
about almost anything.
Anything, yeah.
What does almost even mean? Like, where do we draw the line?
Oh, let's see. I draw it at the Fellowship of the Ring. All right. Oh,
Fellowship of the Ring.
that's right.
Oh yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't go there.
Don't go there.
That's a good point.
That's it. Almost
That's true.
anything. Almost
Almost
anything. So
anything. Well, exciting week this week.
why is it exciting this week? What's happening?
Well, we are leading up to Easter Sunday.
Easter in the evening. Yeah.
And for us, Easter in the evening.
Evening, that's good. Yep. And it is Easter Sunday all around. Yeah, so big services happening for folks. Getting all excited. Ours is unique because we are doing a Saturday night worship service. So instead of maybe traditional Sunday morning, which we're
That's
pretty
okay.
excited about.
We're still celebrating the same thing.
Celebrating the same thing. Excited as we, I guess last year we met Saturday night because we couldn't.
Yeah,
meet
it was
necessarily.
completely different
So,
scenario.
but so cool to be a year later, be further, and this time meeting to just really, celebrate. So it's really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a special week for some, and I'm gonna include myself in that. But it's something that we should, like Blake mentioned this Sunday morning at our
Yep.
church, talking about Sunday is a time for celebration.
Yeah,
It's like
totally.
the Super Bowl for the believer. So I'm trying to really honestly, and I said all that to say this, I'm trying to keep myself in that mindset as I go throughout the week.
Sure, that makes sense.
So, because there's a lot of distractions out there.
It is. So
And I can get distracted really easy. I mean, let's just take, for example, a cargo ship that's been stuck in a canal for over a week
the
while it was
Suez
released.
Canal.
Yeah.
I remember
Over in
seeing
Egypt?
that. I remember seeing some of that.
It is like caught the attention of so many people.
Well, it's created a shipping crisis because
It
it's a
did.
major
But
passageway.
when was the
now
last time
people
that I took, any type of consideration about cargo being shipped? Never.
Yeah.
Until now. Which, by the way,
But
those
you
things
thought about
are
it now.
humongous.
Yeah.
And I knew they were, but when you really
Yeah,
look
when you
at
saw
one
that,
like,
when you saw that
oh
big
my
old like
gosh.
that I guess what piece of equipment that next to it, what is that called?
I'm not sure.
The-
I'm talking about like a crane that loads,
Well,
like a
it's
loading
it's
crane?
the
Or
the one with the
Oh, the
bucket
guy
on
that
the
was-
end. The
like a tractor?
like they're trying to dig, like they're
Yeah.
trying to dig through. I was like, man, that thing was just tiny.
I know. It was like,
Wait, that was a real picture?
yeah.
Yes.
I thought somebody just edited that in there.
No.
It was
No,
like,
that was for real.
Oh my
and they were
gosh.
like, the world of like shipping and is like all determined upon this one little.
Yeah, that's one like yeah. Suez Canal was a big
Wow.
deal.
The world is watching. It's up to you, man.
How did he get
no
stuck?
pressure.
That I don't know. I really don't know how they got stuck, but the memes were pretty funny. If you saw any, my favorite was
see the memes.
they superimposed the cargo ship on that Austin Powers buggy from that scene. I think
yeah.
where he can't like go backwards or forwards.
Just keep
I
going
never saw
side
Austin
to
Powers.
side
Is that a good movie?
in the hallway.
No, I mean
Okay.
it's
So
You
all
just
the
gotta
movies
be in
that we
that
talked about
mindset.
that you haven't seen, but you've taken the time to see
Dude, this was
Austin
a-
Powers.
I was like back in the day when I was younger, and
Oh, okay.
so it was
All
just
right.
like, hey,
All
let's
right.
go see a stupid movie. So
Okay.
that's
All
what
right.
we did. But
All
yeah,
right.
I mean, so I could get distracted with that because I could just be like, look how many cargo boxes are on that ship. Number one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Well, those sea trains aren't small. And you see they're stacked like 4 and 5 high, and it's just
crazy.
It's just full of them. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So,
but yeah, so I find myself getting distracted by stuff like that. So I was like intentionally thinking today, I was like, I want to really, try and my mindset as I work towards Sunday to try and not be distracted. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. That's fair. That's fair.
Again, I see shiny things. I'm like, we got to get to it. So that's just me.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yep. So really good, exciting stuff happening all around. This past weekend, Hagen and I, we competed in the cornhole tournament that we talked about last week.
For Missing Peace.
From Missing Peace Ministry.
And how did you do?
How did we do? Tell them.
Because I haven't seen any medallions or trophies.
I just like to let the people know I got worked left and right. So it was a bad time for me, but Brad didn't play with me, so and I can let you share that. But I played with my sister, and she actually scored more of the points than I did. So
it was the right move.
That's it.
Hagen, like you said, his sister came down to visit, so we originally were thinking we'd team up, but Hagen was like, "No, man."
Well, Craig's partner. Okay, I thought you were throwing me to the bus like that.
No, I'm kidding. This other guy was like, his partner ditched or whatever, and so it made sense. So Hagen would play with his sister, and then I would play with this other guy.
Who was the other guy?
Craig, Colonel Craig.
Oh, okay.
His last name, if you wouldn't have asked me, it's kind of a unique last name. Everybody knows him, but anyways,
he's on the board for Missing Piece, though.
Yeah,
I think is what they told me.
So you played with
Craig.
Yeah.
It was ironic. We got to play
the very first
game.
Here's what's amazing to me. So the directors of Missing Piece are
Kim and Jeff
Gwinnett, right? And who won the juniors? Wasn't it Jeff Gwinnett and his son Grayson?
I think I saw
that.
Sus.
I mean, Jeff's in the chat right now. Or in the comments.
It sounds like it may have been a little setup to me. I don't know.
It was a really
weighted
fun
bags, larger holes in there. I've heard all kind of theories about that, but I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna
never know.
I tell you what though. Them jokers that won, wasn't nobody beating them.
No.
Who won?
It was Mr. Tony and his brother Walt Ferris, I believe. And they didn't miss. They skunked us.
Who was it? No, they were
Mr. Tony and Walt Ferris, I believe. Tony Ferris and Walt Ferris.
Oh, yeah. The real cornhole people, they don't miss. I mean,
no, they don't.
just.
And that's what made me mad. I was like, we got to play these guys. And I swear, it was 21-0. They skunked us in like a minute. Like, we didn't score a point. I thought you said you
played Hagen and Christian first.
After that.
Who won that one?
Who won that one?
We didn't. No, it was bad. It was so bad. I'm ashamed.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. Hagen is right. His sister did score more points than he did.
Not a lie. Not a lie.
Oh,
Hagen. But
Hagen was a quarterback in high school.
I was waiting for him to show up and show out, but his sister kept him alive.
Hey, cornhole's a different breed. I don't know, man.
It was fun though. We had a good time.
Yeah.
I just hate losing.
Sore. I did kind of get irritated towards the end of the second game. We was losing like 18-3. I was like,
that was me.
Who were you all losing then?
I don't know who we played. I don't know who me and Christian played the second time around.
How many games total did you play?
2.
Just 2?
We didn't even score a total of 21 points. We got beat 21-3 and 21-10.
It was a double elimination tournament.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We did at least get to play like 5 games. I think
y'all were 2 and done.
3 and
oh yeah.
2.
Okay.
A quick 2 and done.
Well, hey, appreciate everybody representing the church well.
It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah. 0-2 and 1-2.
We were 3-2.
Oh, okay.
We played a few games.
You won 3.
We won 3.
You let us have a church softball tournament.
Let's go.
We got you.
I say that. Man, I used to play. I probably couldn't now.
Let it happen. Let it be. Let it be. Jeff Gwinnett, would he be part of that too? Mm-hmm. We got several that are interested in a church softball team. There were several.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Church softball, and then there's a basketball team too. But
maybe after together, I'll start heading that up.
There you go.
League going.
There we go.
That'd be good.
Get one thing off my plate and then add another.
Just don't head up the church bowling league because we know.
Oh,
we know how that goes.
You'll call me out.
We know how that'll go.
I'm ready for that too.
I swear.
Hey, I mean,
I I like bowling. I'm not any good, but I love it.
Well, hey, we love to have you. I mean, I think the league is going. I mean, I haven't checked to see if they've even started up again. Kevin Jones actually started that team, so
okay.
I don't really know where that is. But anyway, so cornhole was this weekend.
Was this weekend. Palm Sunday was this weekend.
Yep.
I had a blast. Being a part of the worship team.
Yep.
We don't always have a big group up there. At our church, but we were able to this Sunday, and it was just a great time. I know everybody did.
You all sounded good. It was awesome. Y'all did really well.
Message was great too.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
So you just been killing it, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, we've done a lot. Really,
we've done a lot. It's been a lot. The NCAA tournament was also happening this weekend.
We talked about that last Monday, and I was like, "Oh, are you?"
Okay.
And I was rooting for them the other night.
They came close.
They had the shot at the end of the game,
and it looked good off.
But let me tell you about. I got 2 words. Pac-12.
Pac-12.
Okay.
They're showing
acting up.
Of course, were RTR.
Sad.
Because UCLA in overtime.
But I was gonna say it took them to overtime.
It took them to overtime, but UCLA showed up. I mean that 3-point dagger, that was
that
was painful.
I was mad, and we were having community groups. It was a good time. Had students at my house.
So and then USC upset Oregon, and then let's see who else is in there. Arkansas is still in it.
Yeah, they're the last remaining.
That
SEC
same colors
team.
as Alabama, so it's kind of the same. You kind of can, they don't have the same.
Almost pull for them.
Yeah.
Hey,
see?
Who won it 2 years ago? Was it Gonzaga that won it 2 years ago?
Gonzaga's never won it.
Really?
I don't think Gonzaga's ever won it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I don't think Gonzaga's ever won the NCAA championship.
I was trying to figure out who won it because they didn't have
2
it last year.
2 years ago, I thought was was it Villanova or was it?
See, I don't remember.
I think it was Villanova that won it maybe 2 years ago.
Let us know.
Let me fact check this.
Or
what year is it now? 21.
Wasn't Duke
basketball and we kind of have mentioned dynasties or whatever. Well, I was looking at don't want to leave anyone out, but so the women's tournament, they are always, you got UConn, Baylor, South Carolina. I mean, those
Stanford, Tennessee, those are kind of league, but you got Notre Dame won it several years back with that last second shot.
Right.
That was.
But some of those schools, they're just like, I mean, you want to talk about dynasty, just always showing up.
Virginia.
Yeah, they were the defending champs. Yeah, this year. That's right.
Virginia, Villanova in 18, North Carolina in 17, and then Villanova again. And
I don't think Gonzaga's ever won it.
Didn't they? But they made it really far.
They made it.
That's probably what I'm thinking of.
I think maybe the year North Carolina won. I think they beat Gonzaga.
Okay. Jeff Gwinnett says Big Blue. Is that Duke or Kentucky? Who's that? Duke?
He saw Michigan. He saw how Michigan is still in it with Juwan Howard. That's right. Okay. Michigan is in the Elite Eight. They beat Florida State.
Memphis won the NIT.
The nearly invited tournament?
Yeah. But I mean,
who'd they beat? Mississippi State?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
Penny Hardaway's the coach.
I don't want to go against State, but just knowing that Jeff Gwinnett, Jeff Applin, who came to me about the NIT. And look, so let's just be honest.
You can do that.
Let's talk about the NIT. Show. Let's talk about the NIT because Jeff Applin got all up about. No. So my team, as you all know, of course, is Missouri. They lost to Oklahoma in the first round, but made it to the tournament. Mississippi State goes to the NIT, and Jeff saw throwing in my face how State is still playing and Missouri isn't. So I was like, okay, well, congratulations. I hope you win the NIT, the battle to be the 65th best team in the whole country.
Ooh.
Because the top 64 got invited to the tournament. So I'm like, really? Like, what does the NIT title mean? We're 65. We're 65. I mean, that's
I bet he loved that.
But I'm just saying.
I mean,
okay, but is that truthfully like what is it? It doesn't. The tournament takes 64 teams.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather have a team in the actual tournament than be like, yeah, we won the NIT.
I'm just saying.
This is me though.
Hey, the battle for 65 is real. The quest for 65 is real.
No, but I guess if that's your team,
we're 65th.
Regardless,
we're 65th. I mean, it's. I guess it sounds better in football. Like we're Hula Bowl champions, or we're
the Duke's Mayo Bowl champions.
We're Milk Bowl champions.
Okay, we're Husqvarna Bowl champions.
Oh gosh,
what? You say Husqvarna? Everybody gets a chainsaw. And a free tank of gas. Fuel for that.
We're Kubota Bowl champions.
Absolutely.
That's one thing. Me and my dad, like every year, we try to figure out what's the funniest new, like weird
bowl game.
Yeah.
Because
they have different sponsors every year for some of those smaller ones.
They do.
And like, it's just what the heck. To some of them.
We did some LED work for the Bahamas Stadium over in Nassau, where they host the Bahamas bowl game, and it's been the Popeyes Bahamas bowl game, and then it's been something else. But I mean, there are worse bowl games to go to than the Bahamas.
Yeah,
true.
I just remember the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
That's a big one.
It's a big one.
It's the PlayStation. No.
PlayStation
was a sponsor for the Fiesta Bowl. They were the sponsor for the Fiesta.
Yeah. Were they? Okay.
I think the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl or the Sony Fiesta Bowl or something.
Who was the Rose Bowl? The Rose Bowl doesn't seem to have a sponsor, does it?
I think Rose Bowl is just...
It's just the Rose Bowl, isn't it?
You don't touch them.
Don't touch the granddaddy.
Let's see. What about the Orange Bowl?
Man,
I don't remember. All-State Sugar Bowl.
All-State
Goodyear
Sugar
Cotton
Bowl.
Bowl.
All-State Sugar Bowl.
Goodyear Cotton Bowl.
Goodyear
Cotton
Bowl.
I don't know who the orange is.
Maybe Honda. Didn't Honda have one of the bowls?
Honda
I remember the year all those .com companies like sponsored. It was like the
GoDaddy.com.
.com, who gives a crap bowl. But anyway, I guess it was, so anyway, the NIT, the quest for 65 is real. As far as I'm concerned, it's the quest to be the 65th best team in the country, because the top 64, actually, it's further than that, because they have play-in games. They actually take 68 teams.
That's right.
To get into the tournament. So the quest for 69 is awesome.
I just feel like Penny's doing some great things up there in Memphis. I think they could be on their way to the big boy tournament.
I'm a big Penny / real Anthony, real name,
right.
Anthony Hardaway fan.
But he's Penny.
He's Penny. He's amazing. So I do like Anthony Hardaway. So I agree. But they still didn't make it. NIT.
But they NIT champions.
And Mississippi State, they said the ladies weren't that good this year. I forgot their coach left there when, remember, State was really good they were in that dynasty, and then their coach left and he went to Texas.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Texas women are still in it,
Texas women are still in it.
Oh, really?
They are.
Oh,
yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, them ladies can play. But Dawn Staley at South Carolina, Gino Ariema at UConn. I mean, they just
gracious.
Man, I do love watching Dawn Staley's teams of South Carolina. They just ball. There's some gritty. They just play some gritty basketball. So
did you play any basketball growing up?
I did not. I was not basketball. I played baseball in high school. I did not play basketball.
I did not know that.
Nope. Did not play basketball.
What position?
I was a relief pitcher and I played outfield.
Cool.
Yeah. So baseball was my sport in high school. You play basketball? You say you played baseball in high school?
Well, I did up until about 10th grade.
Okay.
And then I was having some elbow issues, and I was just like, I really hate
the show choir career started.
Oh my goodness, this guy. Not really. I mean,
it started before that.
No, actually, it was about that time. But that's not why I
embrace it. Yeah, it did start then.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
It did. And 2 years later, I was show choir presidente.
There you go.
Were you really?
Yes.
Nice.
True story.
Hey.
Just dancing it up, man.
That's it.
With all kinds of people.
Dancing to leadership. So you became the show choir. Now, hey, were you a show choir too?
No.
Okay, you did football.
That was a cool transition you did right there, where you were like, were you in show choir? Of course you weren't. You played football.
I mean, I
appreciate that.
I knew people who were in show choir, but I mean, I don't really know I don't know where to go.
Did you know any band people?
Yeah, I did know some band people.
Did you hang out with the band people?
I mean, Not really. Just an honest answer. Did not,
He was the quarterback. Hey, you don't hang with band people.
I hung out with the friends that I made on the sports teams, and
right on.
That was my
basketball, baseball, and what's your other sport? Football and just
all three.
Football, baseball, and basketball. Okay. What's you playing baseball?
Baseball?
What position?
Third, second, short, and pitched.
Man. Yeah, I didn't like playing infield.
I loved it.
I did when I saw I played when I was younger. Was infield, and then junior high, just pitcher and outfield.
Yeah,
because I could run fast.
I just remember my buddy. I'll never forget his name was Eric, and Eric played infield, and we had the worst infield. We played at this park,
kind of like Sandlot.
No, I mean it was a public park. But
that's a great movie.
Like, the JV is a great movie. One of the classics, JV.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you the funny story about Sandlot.
Do it.
And the church. But anyway, but we played at a public park for JV.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'll never we were always talking about like the rocks in the infield, like how hey, why don't y'all do that? My buddy Eric, I'll never forget it when that ball hit one of them rocks and popped up, hit him in the mouth, and you just heard that sick feeling when that ball hit him in the mouth, and it was just like, what? Like I was like, nope. So I loved it. Yeah,
he was gushing blood.
It was rough, dude. Yeah.
I had we had to practice one time on some rough fields like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I was just like going to my right to backhand a ground ball, hit a rock, busted my nose wide open. Oh, dude, it was tough.
It's a rough one.
I watched a kid out in the outfield. He was gonna side glove it and come up and crow hop and throw real hard, and it took a wrong bounce and got him in the sensitive area.
Oh no!
And it was like all one motion. He was going down to field. I mean to glove it, and then it hit him, and he just rolled, and it was bad.
So he wouldn't win a cup.
That's what I was like. Why? Yeah, I mean, dude, we are beyond wearing. We should be wearing these years ago. Why ain't you wearing a cup?
I didn't wear a cup.
I didn't either.
I couldn't run fast. It was it was hard.
It just got in the way.
I mean,
and I just couldn't figure out how you drink out the
already in the way. You know what I'm saying? But
oh no! I think we're talking about two separate cups here.
No, it was
almost anything.
I was okay. So athletic cup. So I didn't wear one. I outfield. I'm like, I can't. It's hard to run with that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they had. So one of the funniest episodes was an old sitcom called The Jeffersons.
Yes.
And so.
Is that moving on up?
Yeah, I was moving on up. So George was he was going through his closet, and Florence was their maid. Anyway, so he was going through his old stuff, and so he pulled out she's all, what is this? And he's all, that's my athletic. He said, that's my athletic cup. She said, well, how the heck you drink out of this? That was one of the funniest episodes. It was so. Anyway, that was I did not wear a cup
from that.
In the outfield. I didn't wear a cup, and pitching wise, you should get out of the way. I mean,
yeah, but
did you wear one when we went to the plate?
No,
I just didn't.
I never wore one. Period.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. Man, it's just uncomfortable. Just
yeah.
I mean, they made us from
infield. I think you should, because that thing can come fast and hit.
Anything can happen.
But out in the outfield, it's there's a real reason to wear it out there.
I just took
that
my
one
chances.
kid wish he had one on that day.
I bet he did. Yeah, that day.
Or something.
So the Sandlot, you talking about how good that movie is.
That is a good movie.
So
I've seen it. I have seen it. Believe
proud
it or not.
of you. So the Sandlot, every time when it comes on television, it's one of the movies you have to stop and you got to watch it.
Just like Titanic.
Just like Remember the Titans.
Exactly.
Yes. And Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to watch that one. Here's my latest cult one that when it's on TV I have to watch it. I'm and I want to hear your mouth.
Okay.
Fifth Element.
Oh my god.
I've never even heard of that. Fifth Element.
Do yourself
a
favor.
Hold on. Is that the Alien movie?
Yeah, with Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You have to watch that one.
Yeah.
When it's on.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mister. I haven't even watched the whole thing. So
I've watched the whole thing. Don't
Fifth
ask
Element
me to
is
tell
great.
you anything about
Fifth Element is great. Ashley, and let's call in Ashley Smith to go ahead and rectify this situation. So anyway, Sandlot's one of those ones. Well, of course, you see it on television, oh, it's a great movie. So it was maybe season 2 or 3 of Downtown Movie Night. Okay. We were still over in Pinehurst Park.
Okay.
And so one Thursday night, I think it had to be the 3rd because the fireworks show is always on the 3rd here in Laurel. So we on that night intentionally said, we're going to make it All-American night. We're going to show the Sandlot that night. And then we were going to plan when they start the fireworks show, we're going to pause the movie, have the fireworks show go, and then resume the movie again.
Or, go ahead.
So we get the movie. So anyway, I have it on DVD. Of course, I watched it on television. It's awesome. You forget
the TV version versus the real version.
Yes. And Lil, what's his name? Does something. He's all so we're sitting there, we're watching it, we're at this church. I mean, everybody else there, and all of a sudden he's go, oh, and I mean, and I was just like,
I know the exact scene you're referring to.
I was like, I mean, there's nothing like having that magnified like over the whole thing, then. And there was another part, there's 2 of them in there. I know this now.
Yes.
And I remember Ben Gabauer like dove at the board to like mute it. He was like,
they knew it was coming.
He's like, I know. And he's like, I was like, what's it running for? Anyway, he called another one. So we caught the second one. The first one, it was in all of its glory. And it sounded like it went for like 20 seconds.
Well, it's a close-up for that kid, and they're at the pool, and it's like, you've got one line to say. You need to really emphasize the fact that he is in deep...
Yeah, and then for me as a pastor, it just sounded like
yes. Now I want to know how many anonymous letters you got the next week.
I didn't get any anonymous letters, but I did get.
That was a deep joke.
I did not get anonymous letters, but I did get in trouble for. I didn't get in trouble for that one. I got in more trouble for The Blind Side.
The Blind Side. Okay.
Yes.
What was wrong with that one?
Oh, my question exactly.
I'm trying to figure it out.
So I got this. So I won't mention names, but we were there, and a person walked up there. We need to talk to whoever's picking these movies, which of course was me. And so I was like,
I can think of a lot worse movies than The Blind Side.
Hold on. Well, I don't know if you can because you don't seem to see that many. So
I know that don't mean I can't think of them. I might not have been allowed to watch them, but so hey,
it was. So they go and he's all, we need to talk to whoever's picking these movies. And I was like, what's the problem with The Blind Side? He's all, look how that woman's dressed in there.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Is she dressed? Well, I guess she dressed with all these like fitted dresses, and I guess she had like too much cleavage. So anyway, he literally said, he's like, look how that woman's dressing. She said the word, I was like, what's she saying? He's like, penis. I was like, oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, that's the medical term for it. I was like,
it's actually, that's what it is.
I'm like, I don't even remember the scene where she said it, but he's like, you didn't hear her she just said, and I was like, oh, well, I mean.
Well, that's what good church folks do.
Well, here's the thing. I guess
you call it what it is.
Okay, so they just really like.
Well, for me, I just didn't remember penis. Is that a bad word? Like, because we teach our children, like our kids, kids. That's what we tell our sons. We tell them to call it that.
Well, I mean, yeah, you had kids educating Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie years ago, telling them that boys have.
You have to. I mean, we did. That's what we told our. We're like, because you have to, like, you don't want to make a big deal out of that word. You just like, hey, boys, this is what you have, and that way, because you want them to one day tell if somebody does something inappropriate. Well, you want them to be able to tell you, hey, they touched me, and so we taught our boys to say it. They was like, hey. I'm not doing it for the podcast. I don't want to become this whole thing.
We're deep diving.
We said penis like 80 times, but it's just one of those things where it's just that's what we taught the boys to say, and so that was it, so that was, like goodness. But I missed it totally. It was like, I don't think I was like,
you did anything wrong by showing.
I mean, there are other vulgar terms that I would never say that. I'm like, they said that, and I'm like,
we got a problem.
Or any of those.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I was like, that's what it's called. Like, medically, you go to the doctor. I mean, they're going.
I mean, like, if you're on TV, like, that's what you have to say. Because that's the correct. I mean, if you don't want to get I know, but like, you know, there's nothing wrong. Like,
if you go to the doctor's office, I mean, they'll come with like cute names, ding ding. Like, no, they
how do we get here?
That's what they say.
No, because I'm just
make
saying. Make a list of
what? List of words it's been called?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know.
You don't know, so you're gonna make a list, but you don't know.
I mean, it's just funny.
I think people come up with really unique names for it, which I'm like, how does that work? Like, how do you even refer to that as I just think with kids, you just got to be straight. You call it what it is.
Yeah.
Now, my dad was different. He didn't believe in that. That's a whole other story. My dad was different. He didn't believe in that. Because my mom's a nurse. Yeah. My mom's a nurse. And so my mom was very like technical. You know, she's like, oh my goodness. I'm not going to tell some embarrassing stories, but my mom, like people that have a nurse for a mother, like there's a certain little level of trauma that you undergo with that. Yeah. Oh, totally. Because they have no filter.
Well, they see everything.
Well, and they just have no filter. Well, so my mom was the queen of no filter. And so I just, they want to share. I mean, to know my mom, you just had to know. Like, so she was like she's a medical, so she's just like, I just remember like, I was like, literally like, I'm using the bathroom. I'm 17 years old. I'll never forget it. Traumatized me. We had one bathroom. We lived in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, which you almost feel like now. It's like, how do you have one bathroom with that many? But you do. I mean, how many bathrooms y'all got in your house? You got two. Okay. And then you had, Hagen just bought this house. Hagen's got one. And he's single, ladies. And so he got 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom ready to mingle. All right, so we were so anyway, so we're in the bathroom.
Easy now.
I'm in the bathroom and I'm like using that, and I said my mom like this because she worked night shift. So the first night she was off, she didn't sleep. Because it took a day to kind of like, if you work night shift, like it takes you a day to kind of regulate your schedule.
Time period, yeah.
Yeah. So first night, like she was off, she still was up later, and I still remember like I'm using that, and my mom's all, I was all, yes. She's like, Jimmy, which my mom called me Jimmy. Like what? She's like, open that door and let me check you and make sure you're okay and developing okay. I was like, Mom, you don't get away from this door. I was like,
that is not what I was thinking. You were
like, Mom, get away from this door.
Took a turn for me there. That's
you know, that's
she can check on him.
Let me make sure you're developing. Get away from this door. Everything's developing just fine, I assure you.
Come on in. We'll have a discussion about it. Bring some chips. We'll just hang out in here for a while.
But I'm telling you, that was, oh my goodness. That was my mom though. But I mean, she just did not care. She was like, and I mean, so then after I said, Ma, get away from that door. She's like, boy, I'm your mother. I'm a nurse. I was like,
she's your mom and a nurse.
I do not care. You're not coming in this bathroom to examine and make sure I'm developing okay. I have a doctor.
She probably bust that door down so fast.
No, she didn't. But I had my doc. But even then, like, and then I was like, I have a doctor. And then I was like, I remember his name was Dr. Stroll.
Dr. Stroll.
Yeah, which is kind of way too close to anyway. But that was my traumatized medical. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you have a nurse as a mother, it's no boundaries. Like they gonna do. That's just how it goes.
Then, like on the other end, your dad's like in the bathroom calling for you to come in there.
Who?
Like, just sometimes. I mean, not me. What? I don't know, like hand him something or whatever. Like, go give me a sandwich or something. It's like, what?
While he's in the bathroom?
Probably.
My dad did not do that.
What? That was like something. I wasn't ever seen from like Friday or something.
Probably. I mean, I've seen movies where like.
Is that how your house was?
No, it wasn't. But, well, I don't want to, No, it wasn't. I'm just saying.
Did the Reverend Phil have you bringing him sandwich while he was deucing?
No, not at all. But like they do.
Who eats while they're on the toilet? Like I don't do that.
No,
I don't eat while I'm on the toilet.
I won't eat like.
Do you talk on the phone while you're on the
course
toilet?
Meal.
We're about almost anything.
I have. Yeah.
Like hold a conversation?
Well, probably just listening. Because I'm such the talker, number one, and my wife will admit.
Okay.
So
we need to know.
What if you? Do
you talk? Hagen?
Hit me.
Do you?
Do I what?
Talk on the phone in the bathroom.
Let's be honest here.
I don't
really talk on the phone, period. So I dang sure don't talk on it.
I'm the same.
Right.
On the bathroom.
So really,
that's not like weird to me.
To talk on the phone in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I guess.
You got mute buttons now. That way no splashes can be heard.
Oh my. I mean, that's true. Yeah. That's a good point.
They're not going to know what you're doing.
How far away are you from the splashes?
Well, are you sitting down?
Well, you're sitting down. I'm like, I guess it does splash. I don't really pay attention to all the noise.
It just depends on how good.
Well, there you go.
Anyways, what I'm saying is you could put that phone somewhere, put it on speaker and mute yourself, and then that person ain't ever going to know what you're doing.
I guess.
Because if they're going on a rant and they need to vent, then
you
telling them that, hey, I'm going to have to call you right back because I got to go in here and check my email. Or, whatever. Hey, that's not going, you just got to do what you got to do.
Real friendship endures.
Absolutely.
Do you read while using the bathroom?
I'm not in there that long.
No.
Some people do. And they're like, they could read like a novel.
Yeah. Isn't that a thing? Like people have like magazines or books or something? I can see a magazine. I can't see a book.
I get like a few scrolls on Instagram and then I'm good,
Yeah.
What was weird about that?
No, I'm just like, okay. Well, I mean, some people do read.
Some people, you don't want to sit there a long time. That's bad circulation. Unless you got one of those little
speaking about reading,
things.
Speaking about reading while you're going. All right, we talked about the show Raising Hope.
This could be the best episode ever.
Have you? So you remember about Raising Hope?
Raising Hope.
The show on Hulu. Okay.
Yes, you did.
So one of the best things from Raising Hope is they go to a marriage retreat and they play the newlywed game.
Okay.
And so Jimmy and Sabrina are the two. Anyway, so it's one of the question was the question was, tell something, what's a secret that your spouse would people would be surprised to know about your spouse. And so her big thing was she sleeps with a pantyhose over her head because she's afraid of spiders getting in her ear. So it's a funny thing. So she goes, I sleep with a pantyhose on my head so that, spiders don't get in my ear. And Jimmy's sitting there all looking all nervous. He pulls out his card and the guy reads sits on the toilet backwards when she poops. And she's all, well, just makes it easier to lay the book up there.
Oh, good. I mean.
Oh my gosh.
So when you talk to people like this and they're reading a novel, I'm like, well, do people sit backwards? And maybe that's the thing.
People pulling an AC Slater on the bathroom porcelain pony. I don't know.
That can't be comfortable sitting that way because the seats are round. They're shaped oval. A certain way. They're oval. Some of them are round.
Some of them are round.
But oval.
Yeah.
I
don't know, man.
I mean, you can't really screw that up.
Yeah. I like literally the circulation thing for me, like for real. If it is longer than normal, it's like my feet get numb or go to sleep or something. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't sit Indian style up there for too long.
Indian style?
Because that does hurt.
On the toilet?
Yeah. People
sit Indian style on the toilet?
I mean, I have before.
Wow, you're a different breed.
Wow.
I mean, that's a
Wow.
Sure. I feel like I'd pass out even trying that.
I just make sure that it's still flexible.
All right, so now we're talking about toilet etiquette. Let's just go a little bit further because I do. So when you go to, and if you have to use a public restroom, which we all know I have an aversion to. But when you go to a public bathroom, we have to use it, and they have the paper things. Do you use those in the public bathroom, or do you just kind of just take your chances with sitting on all that toilet syphilis and trust you won't get it?
I don't use them things.
Ooh.
I mean, I just don't care, to be honest. If I gotta go, I gotta go. And
well,
you don't use those paper things?
I mean, I'll like wipe it off with some tissue if it looks bad enough, but I mean, hey man, I just go.
I'm right there with you.
I don't care, you know. Maybe I should, but I just don't. This is real me.
I do not care if those things are there. I'm using. And
do
see,
you use it properly?
Yes.
Because there's a whole
way
system.
to use it. There is a system.
There is a proper way to lay it.
See,
to
the people that don't know, the flap is supposed to be in the front.
That's right.
What, huh?
It's a catch.
Okay, it's the catch.
It's
it
the
keeps
catch.
from having your stuff touch the inside of that nasty bowl.
And also, this is crazy that we're even talking about this, but yeah, there is a proper way to use those things.
Well, you look, because if not, then you hit the front. No, it's gross. Can't have that.
It is, but
Hagen apparently don't matter. Hagen, it doesn't matter.
Hey, I've been 27 years. I'm fine.
I mean,
look,
you know, let's just be honest. There's been times where there's not even been a bathroom around, and you know, nature calls.
Well, I mean,
so you just got to drop and go
for ones, but twos.
No, for twos.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever had
the dude I have.
Really? Well, you camp, so your likelihood of having that when you camp, it's gonna happen when you camp.
Traveling. I'm just talking about like straight.
I stay in hotels. I ain't staying in no darn tent.
Yeah, but I know, but if like I'm saying like
you work really hard to have to poop outside in the hotel.
Yeah, you do. You probably get some really weird looks. Those security camera feeds.
You doing that landscaping? No, I couldn't make it upstairs.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but out in the woods, it's fine. Do you bury it? Are you responsible when you?
I am very responsible. And
is it like forest fires? Do you have to like cover it?
There's protocol.
Because
if you're hiking, you're supposed to go
like, can you harm animals with that? Like if they actually eat it?
Oh, I don't even know.
Sometimes for me, I'm sure I could harm an animal. I'm just saying. I mean, hey, guys, this is honest time. Okay. So, but there is proper protocol. Like if you're hiking a trail, you're supposed to go so many feet off the trail and dig a hole.
There's rules?
Yes. Huh. Dig a certain.
How do you have time to dig a hole if you gotta go like that?
Well, that's
you are in a rush.
That's true, and
like you had too much dairy or cheese, and all of a sudden it hits you on the hiking trail, and you're like 14 miles up a trail and away from. I mean, you're not thinking about digging nothing.
Yeah. We'd have to consult with my friend Josh, who hiked the entire Appalachian Trail from one end to, from Mount Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way to Mount Katahdin, Maine. Just
how long did it take him?
A little over 7 months.
Wow, he lived out there, just camped and lived.
Yeah, just through hike. It's called through hiking the trail, and he did the whole thing. So
2,100 miles.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest trails to hike actually in the world. So, but yeah, he can tell us all about proper.
So you have to go protocol. Off the trail. Well, see, those are planned deuces. But when you like emergency
situations, that's what I was talking about. You traveling and it just, you can't do it. You just pull over and.
You got to find a bathroom. I can't just pull over.
You got to drop and go, man.
I can't pull over. It depends on, especially if you're on a cross country trip. You don't know where you are. You know what?
Yeah, but you won't know where the next bathroom is either.
There's signs that say restroom or the worst part is when you have to use the bathroom and all that's available is a gas station because you know it's going to be filthy.
Yeah.
Like for me, I look for places because I have to have a decent environment I'm not like Hagen. I ain't no darn animal, so I couldn't go anywhere. I have to find a place that has a clean bathroom. So I look for, most of the time, I will look for places that, my thing is, if a lot of guys usually shop there, I don't go. I try and find something like Michael's. Some of you don't see a lot of guys in because the guy restroom is not used as much and it's probably way cleaner. But you go, but I mean, you couldn't get me to use a bathroom in a Bass Pro.
Shoot, see now
you might as well. I mean, you might as well.
I don't know.
Shoot, Bass Pro.
I'd rather go to a Bass Pro than some podunk gas station. Or sometimes even a truck stop.
Oh, no.
Because, I mean, they are constantly busy. There's people coming in and out of the bathroom like.
But those truck stops, they keep those clean. Like, they go and they clean those shower deals and bathrooms because they know.
Those areas are probably nicer than just the general restrooms for, non-truck drivers.
Yeah, I try and find a nice hotel, too. They always have clean bathrooms. Hotels have to have clean bathrooms. Well, certain ones do. I ain't pulling no Super 8, but you go to a Hampton Inn or Holiday Inn Express or something nice like that.
Remember the old Howard Johnson's with the orange sherbet ice cream? Is it orange sherbet? This was like back in the 60s.
I wasn't even born in 70.
Me neither, but I still remember.
No, well, I don't remember that.
That was really good old days.
I don't remember Howard Johnson orange sherbet, but I'm just saying yeah. Anyway, so we've talked about proper etiquette out while you're out.
Yep. And
I just want to share proper etiquette when you're not out. That if those paper things are offered, you should use them. That's all I'm saying. So all the filthy beasts out there, use the paper thing.
I mean,
you can just hover.
You
could
hover.
That's also an option.
That is an option.
I have done that before.
I mean,
but
why? I mean, you said like I'm just gonna go 27 years. Well, so why'd you hover?
I mean, I'm sure there's a reason.
Because there's a reason.
Probably one of those.
But it was one of those where I looked
like,
and I was like, yeah, this is definitely a hover moment. Other times it's just like,
yeah, hovercraft. You better have them quads built up.
You have to kind of hover out in the woods.
True.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you don't really have a seat or nothing.
So
yeah,
that's always fine.
Okay. Well, we have settled that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so
what's next?
That's a deep dive.
How we got here from the Sandlot, but
well, we got to talk, and it's already 7. Oh my goodness, our time went.
It is.
We sing. How long did we talk about? So anyway, even the Sandlot, it was a great movie. But yeah, the curse words caught me, and then like I said, those are all right. So let's dive into movies as we get ready to end. So right now, what are you watching that's interesting?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Haven't seen episode 2 yet. Haven't watched it yet.
Oh, episode 2 is good. Let me tell you. So he goes.
What you mean? Tell me. Well, you crazy.
Falcon anyway. It is. And is it come out on Fridays?
Yeah.
Friday mornings at 2 a.m. So yeah, or Thursday night at 2 a.m. Whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter because I get texts around like 11 about, hey,
oh, really?
Want to design this for you? So I'm up at that time anyway. So I know they are too. So I'm just like, you're going to get it there. So
yeah, I got to catch up on that. The second episode of that. What else you watching?
Right now, I'm in episode 4 of Ted Lasso. What's it called? Lasso.
Is that a Western?
I don't know.
No. It's on Apple TV.
Oh, I think I might have seen the preview.
He's a soccer. He's an American that's hired to coach a premier soccer team.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So,
do you like Westerns?
No.
Yeah.
I hear Yellowstone's pretty good though. I don't know. It's not a Western, but it's
the last Western I watched was what was the one with Kiefer Sutherland and all those and Lou Diamond Phillips.
Was this like old? Talking about like Doc Holliday,
John Wayne.
Can't stand you.
Because I like
they
Doc
were
Holliday.
called. There were several of them. Young Guns.
Oh well, reason being, I watched a movie last night that was
a Western.
News of the World. Tom Hanks. Anybody see previews for that last year?
Wait, what was it called?
News of the World.
Nah.
Oh man, it's good.
Never heard
Tom
of it.
Hanks, incredible performance. You like Tom Hanks? I mean, this could open up a door that.
Sometimes.
I mean, he's like.
He's very good. I mean, just
the
not every
white
movie.
version of
not
Denzel
every...
Washington.
I wouldn't go that far.
Denzel's like the black Tom Hanks.
I really wouldn't go that far.
Bro, I love Denzel. He's my favorite.
Denzel's amazing.
They're both really good. I mean, come on.
They're both good. They're both good actors.
Whatever. Go watch this movie.
I said they're both good actors.
I know, but yes, they are. Anyways, we watched that. It was a really good movie.
You clearly don't understand how Denzel is seen. Like, Denzel is kind of seen as like not just like
it's an argument out
he's
there.
Like he's like the good looking, smoky, like he's that guy. Tom Hanks isn't really seen as like that guy.
I didn't say anything about their looks. I'm talking about as an actor.
Did you not say Tom Hanks is the white version of Denzel Washington? I'm telling you,
if you want to encapsulate version as in looks in the whole 9 yards, then
that's
perhaps
all
not.
Denzel. When you say Denzel, that comes with the whole package.
How many Academy Awards does Denzel Washington have?
I don't know. I can tell you this: I can't see Tom Hanks playing a role like John Q.
Right,
or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, John Q. maybe.
Can you see Tom Q?
Equalizer?
Can you see Tom Hanks?
Equalizer.
Can you see Tom Hanks playing a football coach convincingly?
Not Coach Boone
or Coach Yost.
Not even Coach Yost.
He could play the coach like Necessary Roughness.
There's just, I mean.
No, sorry, it was wrong. Tom Hanks is a good actor. I'm not saying he's not a good actor.
He's a great actor.
So he's a great actor. He is.
I mean, they're both on the list of.
They're great actors.
He did good. Was that movie Sully, the plane?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I can't watch that one. Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it good, Brad?
Why can't you watch it?
I did see it. It was good. I did see it.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Okay, I can't watch that.
Why?
But didn't Denzel play in a movie where he was a pilot? He was drunk or something like that?
Denzel been in a lot of movies. I haven't seen.
I don't know.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you, Denzel in Bone Collector. I can't see Tom Hanks. Well, Tom Hanks maybe could have played that one. Bone Collector. That was a good one.
I don't even know
that was scary.
Well, I mean, shoot. I mean, you could say the same either way. That was a compliment to both of them from me. Okay. I think they're both great actors, but
Flight. William said Flight. So
thank
that
you.
was Denzel.
That was it.
That was it. Yeah, Flight.
And he
that
did
was
have
good.
an issue there, but
that
was a good movie.
I can't watch. Yeah, I can't watch.
If you don't like westerns, I like westerns.
Oh, okay. So you ever seen Young Guns?
I haven't seen Young Guns. I don't. When was
Young
that
Guns
released?
Is so good. It's older.
It's older. I mean, I'm sure I would like it.
It has Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond film. It is so good.
I bet I would love. I probably would love it.
Okay, here's another western. Last western I probably saw, like western was actually Shanghai Nights.
Shanghai Nights.
Oh yeah.
With
oh my gosh. Jackie Chan. Yeah.
Yep. And
Owen Wilson.
Luke Wilson. Yeah. Luke Wilson is probably one of the most funny people. Like he cracks me up.
Yeah.
Was that like straight comedy? Action comedy?
Well, it was set in Western times.
I'll have
about Wild Wild West.
Okay, see now
I never saw that. Was that good?
That was a good one. I thought it was.
I never saw that.
I like 310 to Yuma.
Will Smith.
That was a good Western. And so I don't know if you saw that one.
Did see that one.
But anyways.
That one. I like City Slickers. That was a good Western. City Slickers too.
Well,
those aren't westerns.
You were asking about what we have watched. We just watched that movie. I thought it was really good.
It's Ted Lasso or Lasco? Which one? I think it's Ted Lasso.
I don't know. Anyway, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm into that right now. I just finished. I just finished WandaVision.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You like it?
No, I was agreeing. I was reading this comment, so I'm trying to multitask.
Okay.
Blazing Saddles. You ever heard of that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother worked for the guy that wrote Blazing Saddles.
Really?
Yeah. Blazing Saddles. You ever seen that one?
I don't think I've seen it.
Shocker.
Yeah.
You ever seen that GIF where it's like pretends to be shocked and it's like.
You just had a lot
Brad
of
hasn't seen the movie, so you haven't seen Blazing Saddles.
I don't think so.
I have a recommendation though. If you have Netflix, go and watch this show called Lupin. It's about this gentleman burglar. It is so good. A friend of mine recommended it to me.
A gentleman burglar.
Mm-hmm.
Burglar. What is that? Like a gentleman? Like he's kind as he robs you?
He has certain ways to like finesse you and trick you into thinking that he's somebody that he's really not.
And he steals from you?
Yeah. It's really good. It's
like
got
Focus? Or what was that Will Smith movie?
Yeah, with Margaret Robbie.
Yeah.
Where that one was good too.
That was a good movie.
Blazing Saddles is good. Let's see. So Lupin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Reminds me of Lupus.
Timmy Lupus. Bad News Bears. You know what I'm talking about?
Bad News Bears. Yeah, they're OGs.
I probably shouldn't.
Bad News Bears.
We had, so let's see. So I finished WandaVision. You didn't like it?
It was okay. I kind of lost interest towards the end a little bit. I actually loved it, of course.
Yeah, I loved it.
I thought it was good. WandaVision was good. Watch the series. It started on, now it's in third series.
Did you watch the very, very, very end of it?
Is there something I missed?
I don't know.
Just the after credit scenes and stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You have to watch those?
I mean, you don't
it's
have
Marvel,
to.
man.
They're long.
But they kind of...
There were 2.
You can fast forward to the scenes.
Well, they all seem to be the same. They're just long. Was there stuff I missed that's important?
It will be. They're like leading into the next films or whatever.
Oh, well, I missed them. So which episodes do I need to go watch the end of?
The last one?
The last one had a mid-credit and an after-credit. And then from episodes 6, 7, 8, and 9 had mid-credit scenes, I think. Or 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, see, that I did not
Had
know.
just mid-credit scenes. Yeah.
Oh.
What's a mid-credit scene?
Like after
like-
the...
After
like
the whole thing episode.
No, so like after the episode's over, it'll have like the main beginning credits, or like starring these couple people. It'll kind of be like the main people, and then it'll cut and do a mid-credit scene, and then it'll go to like all the production people.
The black screen with the scrolling, or they did black screen with
Yeah, they
scrolling
did
ish.
at the very end, but the middle one, like at the end of like,
It still got some graphics and stuff.
So
I didn't know
okay, all right, WandaVision. That was good, and then I'm in third season. If you can just finish up this show, All American.
I've never seen that, but everybody's talking about that lately.
It's kind of it's a hype about these kids in high school kind of following their lives. It's kind of a little crazy. A little crazy watching it. So
not familiar with that.
I did watch this summer Cobra Kai, or whenever that came out.
Never seen that.
Oh man. We started it and I was like, this is so awesome. I love it.
And then
they were showing flashbacks to the original, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And Ashley was like, my gosh,
you never saw the original. Oh no!
She's like, "We can't watch any more of Cobra Kai until we watch all 3 Karate Kids."
So how many you've seen?
All 3.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
of the originals,
Is Cobra Kai interconnected?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So of the original 3, what was your favorite?
The first one.
Really?
Oh, hands down.
Okay.
2 and 3 were garbage. 2
Karate
was
Kid 2 in Japan. That
garbage.
That was a good one. It was long.
You are lying.
I'm
You
not
are lying.
That was a good one. I said
So
my
that
favorite.
scene with that little girl up on the bell tower during the tsunami / hurricane,
Yes, and Daniel saved her.
and she's like,
She's ringing the bell, warning everybody. She's really a hero.
Yeah, the child of the village. Let's send her into the
village
eye of the
child.
storm.
She could
climb up
she could
this
climb there quickly.
wooden structure, barefooted, and ring the bell, and
Hey,
then
that
scream
fight
with
scene
some
in Temple was
horrible
good.
voiceover.
You gotta admit
Japanese.
You gotta remember the fight scene was good in the temple.
It was equally as bad. I was like, can this movie just hurry up and
Really?
be over? Gosh,
Hey, man,
it was
come and go.
terrible. I mean, the best thing about that movie was that guy looked kind of cool for an 80s character of,
Okay, what about the third? No, what was the third one? I'm trying to remember what the third one was.
where they came back and they wanted to open up their little bonsai shop.
Oh yeah,
And
that was
the
bad.
punks
That
kept
was bad. Yeah, that was
messing
bad.
with
Yeah,
them.
that was bad.
And then,
Mike Barnes.
the old coach.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then that other guy, rich guy, tried to
that was bad.
lure Daniel away.
That was bad.
I was like, this is terrible. Like,
But the first one is
no, you know what? I would take that back. The third one was worse.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, how are you gonna say the
It
second
really,
one?
I mean, when they were climbing down that cliff to retrieve the bonsai tree, I was like, this don't even make sense. This is stupid.
Well, what got me was the tragic scene where he split the bonsai tree.
Yes.
And like the driver, it's a tree, it's a bush.
It's bad. Don't it just.
Well, I didn't think they were bad, but okay. Anyway, so Brad's a hater. Brader is back.
Full force.
Brader is back.
That's me. So that's what I'm good for, man.
What are we? So anyway, so movies now. What are you into? You're watching.
I'm not watching anything.
Okay, so you don't like the DC comics, or is that like a thing for you?
I like the DC TV shows on CW.
What?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, you watch those. Okay, because there's Catwoman. I just found that whole Catwoman and Flash. Are they good?
Sorry.
So
they look so bad.
Okay, so Arrow, really good to start off, and then it got worse.
Okay.
The Flash, really good to start off, and it got worse. I stopped watching. No, there's Batwoman.
Batwoman, okay.
I never watched that one.
What'd you say?
It's a Catwoman. I was like, apparently Batwoman.
And then
is that good?
Is a Catwoman.
I never saw that one. And then I stopped watching Supergirl like 3 seasons in. But they just came out with a Superman and Lois show.
I did see the preview,
and I wasn't too hype on that. I just didn't really care much for it. And I checked the first episode out.
It looks better than
arguably my most favorite one yet. So.
This you hadn't seen episode.
What about?
Yeah, they've had 5.
The black guy with the lightning bolts.
Black Lightning.
Yeah,
I've seen a few of his episodes, but for a while, okay, it's gonna sound really nerdy, but it's all interconnected in the same universe. So for a while, I didn't really watch his show because when they started, he wasn't. So I just tried to keep up with the same. But now they're all together.
Gotcha.
He wasn't in the same universe.
Not technically, not at first, because. Okay. The company that produced that was a different company, but now they all kind of work together.
Black Lightning.
Okay. So yeah,
bring him back. Okay.
I'm not watching.
So you're not watching those.
I'm not watching any.
Are you watching the Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I will. Yeah, but we haven't caught up on the second episode yet. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Second episode's good.
It is.
First one was pretty good.
First one was good. So. All right. Well, we are out of time, man. It's 7:12 now.
7:12. Well, I guess we'll let y'all get on out of here. Reminder that you can find us wherever you download your podcast. So we're all over the place and on YouTube as well.
Yeah. So. And where else we at? We're on Twitch.
Twitch.tv.
TTV
Brad James.
Twitch, but not yet. No.
I thought you were on Stitcher.
Stitcher.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just
one
of them. That's why
I figured you had us out there already.
Well, we are. That's why I said you can find us wherever you download your podcast.
Got it. Okay.
But that's it. Instead of just trying to name off one and then forgetting one.
I hear you. That makes sense. So
you know how that goes. Sometimes you leave somebody out.
Yeah.
They'll let you know.
So next Monday we coming out after Easter.
Absolutely.
Is that Final Four? Is that championship night for NCAAs?
I don't know, to be honest.
Day before our municipal elections coming up. Big decision for people.
Yep.
Please make sure you go out and vote on April the 6th.
Yeah.
Hopefully you are registered. I don't know if it's too late to register, but yeah. So yeah.
Got that coming up for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, it's been a fun night, and
covered a lot. I've learned a lot. They're etiquette nights. I feel like it was more of a manscaped night kind of feel.
It was
It was something.
Discussion.
That's what it is.
A deep dive.
That's it.
Into
proper hygiene and etiquette.
Of good stuff.
Those are things you got to cover in the world.
It's important.
It is.
It's important.
So, thank you all for tonight.
We'll see you next Monday night, 6 p.m.
See ya.